in the shadow of the old, where the creek used to flow. She danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name. Across the barren meadow, it's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room.
In the shadow of the old, where the creek used to sing, I found your scarf, the color of the spring, beneath the wide blue, where our dreams used to lay. Your barefoot steps in the dust, now fading away, where we carved our names on that old porch wood, left them to the mercy of time and all it withstood. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. The town got quieter as the years pulled you away. Gravel roads lead to memories where I no longer stray. The cabin stands empty, where once love filled each room. Now just echoes of what was, and the silence feels like gloom. Your picture on the mantle, with edges worn and frayed, speaks of a time my heart knew well, before it all decayed. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. Every beside me in the whispers of the old times. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with this lonesome heart, forever my home. In the rustle of the leaves, in the moan of the track, I've learned love is a journey and there's no turning back. Those bare footsteps fade more with each passing day, yet your essence lingers like the rain on parched clay. And as I face another dawn, through the tears and the pain, I cherish your memory like the desert treasures the rain. As the chords soften like the light in the west, your bare footsteps fade, but in my heart they forever rest.
Underneath those aging oaks, where the wild horses drank, lies the shadow of a cabin the abandoned ranch sank. Once a haven thick with laughter, wrapped in morning's gold embrace, now just whispers on the gravel, memories time can't erase. Oh, her scarf still sways on the porch like a signal in the breeze. Each night we tied in silence, now just secrets that I keep. As the sunset paints the prairie, it's her eyes that light the skies. But beneath the stars I'm wandering, alone with my goodbyes. The old saddle's cracked and weathered, just like the lines upon my face. The years have rolled like thunder, something lost that I can't replace. The town's a quiet whisper, trails fade where we once roamed. In a land of endless roaming, no trail leads me home. Her scarf still sways on the porch like a ghost I can't release. Each night a story buried in the silence of the peace. Dust lifts where we once danced, night settles on my skin. Her absence cuts through canyons where my heart once wandered in. By the oak tree I remember promises like falling rain, words we left unspoken, now just echoes of the pain. And in the quiet of the evening, when the wind calls out her name, I see it's not the land that's empty, but my heart that bears the stain. Her scarf still sways on the porch, a relic of the breeze, a tapestry of moments lost in time's unyielding seas. As the sunset fades to darkness and the stars refuse to glow, the ranch lies there abandoned, but it's me who can't let go. Where the wild horses still remember and the oak trees gently sway, in the heart of every cowboy some loves never fade away. under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers to me. You and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side, where you swore to stay right by my side. But Boots stays under that endless sky, in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh in the wind soft cries, while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boots stays, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest, saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, Boots stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh, while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boots stays, but you're not here today, just shadows in the silver, the sun's old rays. So I roam these lands, drift through this life, a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads bend, it's to your memory my heart will tend. Boots stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promise we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray, neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boots stays as I walk alone, in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache and whispered memories in the quiet air.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, there's an old porch where laughter used to sound. A dusty trail leads right up to where we'd sit, talking dreams over the horizon, fireside lit. But now the saddle waits, empty by the door. No one to ride the gravel roads or walk the floor. The wind whispers through the willow like she's calling me home. But home's just a memory, and I'm out here alone. Time's gone by like the river cuts through stone. Old cabins empty, vines overgrown, where once her scars would dance upon the breeze. Now there's just the silence and a sky too clear to ease. The saddle waits, still dust settling like rain. Each grain a moment, each moment a pain. Twilight cries in colors, her name across the plains. I'm holding on to shadows, all that remains. I've wandered far under step away, a betrayal, every return too late. Maybe all we get are moments, not the dreams we chase. Love's a fleeting shadow, not a trophy in the race. So the saddle waits, my heart knows its place on the porch by the oak tree in her timeless grace. If letting go's the journey, then I'm lost on the trail. For in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Yes, in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail.
Out where the oak trees shadow old dusty trails, I found her scarf, a fragment of tales under the weeping moon by the creek's embrace, where silence speaks and time leaves its trace. We carved our names on the old porch wood in a world of dreams we understood. Oh, the locket on my chest, it's turned cold, holding the warmth of a love once told. The winds whisper neath the fading skies, echoes of laughter, the tears in my eyes. Riding alone where the cold rivers flow, this rusty locket, a symbol of the love I know. Cabin stands empty on Bluebell Hill. The fire's died down, the nights are still. Her gentle whisper, a ghost in the wind, dances in shadows where our stars are dim. The saddle's worn, the leather's cracked, a testament to the love we packed. Oh, the locket on my chest, it's turned cold, holding the warmth of a love once told. The winds whisper neath the fading skies, echoes of laughter, the tears in my eyes. Riding alone where the cold rivers flow, this rusty locket, a symbol of the love I know. Now gravel roads stretch neath my weary feet, each step away from her bittersweet. Memories like rain wash the dusty ground, in the solitude of the lost I am found. But oh, this heart tethered to a bygone day, no reins can hold when it yearns to stray. Oh, the locket on my chest, forever cold, clasping the story of a love once bold. As I whisper to the stars where the dark skies grow, in the rust of that locket, her love still glows. Riding on till the end of the days I've stole with this rusty locket, the keeper of my soul. In
the shadow of the whispering oaks, where the wild prairie winds weave, I left my heart on a creaky porch, under the brim where my hat watched me leave. Dusty trails spun tales of two, in the light of the flickering eve, where your scarf danced a waltz with the breeze, a gentle thief of my reprieve. Oh, how the sunset bled its hues, painting loss on its grand canvas sky. Each step away a deeper shade of blue, under that wide, remorseful eye. The oak's arms reached but couldn't hold what my soul had to concede, in the quiet town where the church bell tolled, my hat watched me leave. The cabin stands but empty now, like the hollows of my worn leather boots. Gravel roads lost their laughter, silent under my solitary pursuits. Our love, once a wild river, now a dry bed soft and sere. In the echo of footsteps on old wood, I still hear you oh so clear. Oh, how the sunset bled its hues, painting loss on its grand canvas sky. Each step away a deeper shade of blue, under that wide, remorseful eye. The oak's arms reached but couldn't hold what my soul had to concede, in the quiet town where the church bell tolled, my hat watched me leave. Now beneath the endless arc of stars, my whispers mingle with the cold night air, asking why the winds chose to erase the scent of jasmine in your hair. With every fading trail I take under the moon's watchful gleam, I find the strength to bear that he ate, but never quite the dream. So let the sunset bleed its hues, let paint my pain across the sky. With each step away a deeper shade of true, beneath that wide old watchful eye. Though the oak's arms reach and can't hold what's forever meant to be, in every quiet town and every road I've roamed, my hat watched me leave. In the dust kicking up, where the heart knows its needs, quiet as the settling of the eve, with nothing but the wind to grieve, my hat, it watched me leave.
In the valley where the cottonwoods remember, my love carved her name on a forgotten old oak. Underneath the sky's ember, we promised forever. Her shadow mingled with mine, neither of us spoke. The wind was our witness, whispering through the grass. As the sun dipped low, our love was cast. Oh, his shadow stood still on that dusty graveled road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed. In the silence all I find is her absence there. Years drift like tumbleweeds over old trails. The cabin by the creek stands quiet and forlorn. Her scarf still hangs on a rusty old nail, a faded fragment of the days now torn. The porch creaks under steps of solitude, where once we danced to life's sweet tune. His shadow stood still on that dusty graveled road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed, and the wind carries whispers of a love now spared. Oh, how the rains came down like sorrow from above, washing away the tracks we made side by side. Yet in every storm I searched the clouds for our lost love, hoping the raindrops speak of where her love resides. His shadow stood still, but mine's cast long and thin on paths unwalked and sunsets growing dim. If I could ride back to where our world began, I tell her I still see her in every shadow, every span. Yes, his shadow stood still as I journeyed to fulfill the promise of a love time cannot kill. In a town where the oak trees whisper low under skies painted by the fading light's glow, her laughter echoed soft and sweet along the dusty windswept street. We shared dreams on that old porch swing in the world where her goodbye now sleeps. Oh, her goodbye sleeps under the starlit plains, where the wind sighs her name through the waving grains. Each sunset bleeds, a memory fades on lonely trails. My heart still waits in the silence of the cabins abandoned deep. There in the shadows, her goodbye sleeps. Years have worn the leather of my saddle hard, gravel road stretch endless, starred by the weeping rains on my brimmed hat, echoing footsteps where we once sat. The scarf she left, a token too steep in the world where her goodbye now sleeps. Oh, her goodbye sleeps under the starlit plains, where the wind cries her name through the weeping grains. Each sunset bleeds, a memory fades on lonely trails. My dreams still wait in the silence of the cabins abandoned deep. There in the shadows, her goodbye sleeps. Now the night grows cold as the fire dies to ember. A cowboy wanders, tries to remember the touch of a hand, the ghost of a kiss, how such simple love led to a void like this. Yes, her goodbye sleeps where the wild rivers meet, in the heart of the lands where our past retreats. As my song drifts over the empty plains, I ride alone with my heart's remains, in every sunset's final sweep, forever there. Her goodbye sleeps. There in the silence, endless and deep, bound to the land her goodbye sleeps.
In the shadow of oak trees by the sleepy creek's bend, I found a heart shaped by fire in the ash of the wind. We carved our names on a cabin where the honeysuckles grew. The porch still holds our whispers, but now it's missing you. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. The gravel road's now quieter, where your laughter filled the air. An old scarf you left behind dances on the wooden chair. Rain taps on the window like the rhythm of your song, but the melodies are faded since you've been gone too long. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. Underneath the endless sky, where dreams dare to roam, I wander through the memories in search of way back home. But every star's a whisper from a love I can't reclaim. Loneliness my compass in this vast and tamed domain. Oh, fire carved in lands of wild embrace, my soul rides lonesome trails, haunted by your face. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue. Fire carved, oh, I'm still burning true. So here I stand in silence, with the dusk upon my skin. The night air tastes of sorrow, of what could have been. Fire carved, a love that never will expire. In the quiet of the darkness I still yearn, I still aspire. Out where the oak trees shadowed forgotten trails, I found your flannel shirt faded, frayed at the seams. It danced on a porch rail, whispering in the gale, ghosts of you and me stitched in its weary dreams. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. Every thread a memory, each tear a tale of trust. Underneath the wide skies, where your shadows cast. Years have rolled like thunder echoes in the plains. Towns grow silent as the stars begin to fade. Where once laughter mingled with the summer rains, now only empty cabins in the groves we lay. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust.
every thread of memory, each tear a tale of trust. Underneath the white skies where your shadows cast. On the gravel road I wander, saddle sore and worn, each step away from you a new kind of morn. I wear your scarf against the wind, frayed and torn, looking for solace where our love was sworn. That shirt still lingers like the scent after the storm, a whisper of the past in the fabric worn. I carry it like a cross through the lands forlorn, losing you again with each day that dawns, as the sun dips low and the night claims the vast. I feel you in the silence, in the echoes of the past. Out beyond where the oak trees mark the line, by a dusty trail her old wooden wagon lies. Years have worn the paint, the wheels no longer turn, where we'd watch the sunset blaze and talk of dreams to earn. Wagon cries in the wind like it knows about the sin of letting go too soon under that silent silver moon. Echoes of her laugh in the shadows that it casts. This lonely heart just rides with the wagon cries. We had a cabin built of hope on a gravel road so fine. Her scarf still on the porch sways like she's still mine. But time like dust flew fast and the rains fell hard and cold. Now the path to what was home, just a memory grown old. Wagon cries in the wind like it mourns the love we'd been, holding on to the ghost of her whisper soft and close. In the creaks of aged wood lies the tale of what stood. This wandering soul abides with the wagon cries. Oh, these plains stretch wide and the nights talk back, telling tales of the scarf, the oak and the shack, and every star a story, every breeze her sigh, on these endless roads where old lovers lie. Wagon cries in the wind, now it's just my weathered skin, feeling every crack and moan of a heart that's turned to stone. Yet this love won't cease, like the oak it finds its peace, where the wild lands stretch wide, under starry skies I ride, with the wagon cries. Oh, the wagon cries. Out where the oak tree shadows lay, by the bend where we used to swim, the old shotgun house, now just a shade. Whispers of the love that's grown dim. Her scarves dance like wildflowers in breeze. On the porch where secrets softly spoke, now just creaks in an empty seas, where laughter used to kindle and stoke. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night. Shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight. Her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost. Memories in every dust swirled gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost. Left with a say, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path. Cabin window stare blank and white. Echoes of her wild love and laugh. Now just shadows where silence by. Once we roamed through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the river's flow. Now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night. Shotgun forgot, but I remember all. Each tender kiss, every fiery fight. Her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past. Under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last. Left with us yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see dreams are like leaves falling away. What I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but my heart knows every ending tucked out of sight. In the land where the lonely wind blows, rain washes tracks, but not the pain. Past we once walked turned to rust. In every sunset's crimson stain, I find a piece of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers. In every whisper carried by the embers.
On the edge of the Calico Basin, under shadows of oak trees grown wild, I found a scar faded red like the sunset, where once laughter danced soft and mild. Her voice still haunts every whisper of the wind that sweeps through this place, where gravel roads kiss the dust of my boots, and I long for a long vanished grace. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where her laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. These hills recall each step we wandered through wildflower flowers that now no longer bloom. An empty cabin with its porch still swaying holds a ghost of your perfume. I ride these paths along with the silence, each hoofbeat a beat out of time, chasing the whispers of what we once were, in a land too rugged, too sublime. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. Now the dust settles deep as the twilight encroaches, and the oak trees cast shadows like old lonesome coaches. Each night under stars I confess to the skies, I'm just a shadow that's lost where the old river lies. The canyon holds tight and I can't seem to free the bonds of her memory fading with me. As dusk pulls the curtain and night claims the cries, the canyon holds tight just like the goodbye. Oh, the canyon still whispers, echoes entwined, of the love once lived here and now left behind.
Under the shadow of an ancient oak tree, where the creek hums songs to the setting sun, we carved our names, wild hearts running free in that sacred place our love had begun. Your laughter tangled with the autumn breeze, boots lined with dust from roads. We walked as one, every whisper in the leather, a story of peace in those quiet towns where our dreams spun. Oh, how those boots whispered tales at night, echoes of you in the cold moonlight. Each creak of leather a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold, and boots whispers, our story told. Years drifted by like leaves in that creek, the old porch swing sways empty and warm. Through dust and rain those boots would speak of laughter faded and hearts that were torn. The oak tree stands but the initials fade, a lone cabin by the road where love mourns. In the silence of the trails where we once laid, only footprints and memories are reborn. Oh, how those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the fading light. Each creak of leather a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold, and boots whispers, our story told. And as the sun dips behind the hills so far, I feel the pull of every distant star, and every grain of sand in every wind's blow
lies the sweet sorrow of letting go. Your scarf still holds a scent of spring rain, a remnant of joy, a token of pain. So let those boots whisper as I walk alone. They're tales of a love that's overthrown. Ghosts in the leather walking me home, under starlit skies forever to roam. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers, our story forever told.
Out where the oak tree shadows fall along, by the cracked old porch where you sang that song. Memories whisper through the grass so high, tale of a love neath the boundless sky. Your scarf still dances on the line, haunted by the winds of old lang syne. Love hides in every sunset's glow, in the dusty trails where the lost ones go. It lingers where the quiet rivers wend. In my heart your echo I find, though these boots may roam through lonesome miles. Love hides in the whisper of your smile. We carved our names on the old town gate, promises made but sealed too late. The cabin empty, the fire cold, in the shadows our story told, where laughter filled the evening air, now just echoes of a ghostly pair. Love hides in every sunset's glow, in the dusty trails where the lost ones go. It lingers where the quiet rivers wend. In my heart your echo I find, though these boots may roam through lonesome miles. Love hides in the whisper of your smile. So I ride this path beneath the moon's pale light, searching in the stars for what was once so bright. The saddle's worn, the reins are slack, carrying dreams I can't bring back. Yes, love hides where the cold winds blow, on gravel roads where wildflowers grow. It's buried deep where we once lay, in the dusk of dreams that fade away. My heart keeps riding, but now I know love hides where I can never go.
Out where the oak tree shadows the old porch floor, stands a cabin. Its windows don't shine no more. A scarf you left still dances with the wind, and the saddle we shared, now dust covered and thin. The abandoned ranch flew with your laughter, carried away echoes of footsteps In the hallway they play, riding the tailwinds of memories, turning gray. The sun dips low as our love did at the close of day. Gravel roads where the marks of an absent rain, trails we walked, now only solitude remains. The town's lights dim, like the spark we couldn't find. In the quiet I linger, with you still on my mind. The abandoned ranch flew with your laughter carried away, echoes of footsteps in the hallway they play, riding the tailwinds of memories, turning gray. The sun dips low as our love did at the close of day. Beneath the vast sky I whisper to the stars, how I wonder if you've healed the scars across these empty fields where my heart resides. I fend off the ghost of your goodbye. The abandoned ranch flew with dreams we once knew. Underneath the cedar I'm lost without you. With each setting sun and the cool evening dew, I'm a shadow in this land, forever passing through. The ranch flew away, but I never quite flew. Horses drank, my love carved a name in the old wooden plank. We danced neath the stars on a blanket of pine. Those whispering winds knew she'd never be mine. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we shared, echoes in the squall. The cabin stands empty where we once lay in fire, now only cold ashes and unquenched desire. Her scarf in the breeze, like a ghost in the night. A fragment of love slipped away with the light. Oh, the long ride left behind on gravel roads where our dreams intertwine. Sunsets bleed as I recall each laugh we share, echoes in the squall. dust is all that's resigned. Beneath that oak I understand. Love is a trail etched deep in the land. Oh, the long ride left behind echoes in the squall, forever enshrined.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where whispers used to dance, she carved their names inside a heart, a token of romance. Underneath that sprawling bough, her laughter filled the air. Now every leaf that tumbles down whispers of despair. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. In the echo of her laughter, under skies once so grand, I wander through these ghost towns, a solitary man. Porch still creaks as if she's there, swaying to some silent tune. But the cabin's empty, save for dust that's lit by the pale moon. Where we once dreamt of futures bright, now shadows play old scenes. The night air's thick with what's been lost, wrapped in her scarf of dreams. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. From vibrant dreams to silent screams, under stars that understand, I roam this land without her hand, a broken, weary man. If I could ride past horizons where our sun used to set, would I find her voice there waiting, or just more to forget? With every sunset that I chase and every tear I hide, I'm just a shadow in her life, drifting with the tide. Her voice bleeds in the whipping wind, across the creeks that swell. It's tangled in the silver clouds, in the stories they can't tell. As the oaks stand tall and strong, and I grow old and gray, her whispers in the rustling leaves that never fade away. Her voice bleeds, her voice bleeds, forever here to stay.
Out where the old oak whispers low, by the creek where wildflowers used to grow, I carved our names in that loose bark, in the heart of the forest where the world was dark. You wore that scarf, the color
the dawn, as we laugh through fields that summer morn. And the creek called my name with your voice in its flow, as the waters of time drag my heart down below. And those ripples reflect the sun's golden flame, where our echoes lie buried. The creek called my name. Now the cabin stands hollow on gravel roads bent, windows like eyes too dry to pretend that oak tree still stands, but it weeps all alone. The names we once cut, now weathered and grown. Your scar found a home on an old porch swing, where I sit through the storms when the cold winds sting. And the creek called my name through the whispering pines, a melody mixed with those better old times. And each drop is a moment, and each splash a claim of a love long past. The creek called my name. There's a saddle that's worn, resting idle and tired, like the soul of a cowboy once fiercely fired by the love of a maiden with eyes wild and free. Now just a shadow in the dust, that's all that I see. So I'll ride one last time as the sunset turns cold, down the fading trail where our stories were told. And the creek calls my name, oh so sweet, oh so pain, in the hush of the night where nothing's the same. Forever I'm bound to the whispering claim. In the creek's lonely song, it called out my name.